Good morning, beautiful people. Or shall I say, good day. Happy September 2nd. Bobby the Awesome here. Thank you for joining me at 321 No Kidding. Appreciate you being here. Today's reading is one that really connects with something I'm nagging about, you guys, usually pretty hard and heavy. So I'm tickled to read it this morning. Naomi Roscoe kicks us off with, the day I made my self-care a priority was the day I opened myself up to more truly loving others. Overcommitment is a juggling act in which we try to keep several balls in the air at once. We juggle our job, family, and self-care responsibilities at a furious speed until we tire or feel overwhelmed. When we feel overwhelmed, the first ball we usually drop is self-care, promising ourselves we'll pick it up later when we have time. But we can easily change the pace and speed of our act instead of neglecting our personal needs. Nothing feels better than being well rested and physically and emotionally fit. When we remember how it feels to be in great condition, we wonder why we ever stop taking good care of ourselves. We can begin today to get our priorities straight and put our own needs at the top of our daily list. We love ourselves enough to make self-care a top priority. Anything else will fall into place. Everything else will fall into place. Today, let me remember that I can give to others in direct proportion to my ability to nurture my own needs. That last sentence reminds me of the whole oxygen mask analogy, that you can't help the kid next to you if you're dead because you didn't put your mask on first. This whole, so before I jumped on here to talk to you, I was putting my sneakers on. I'm like, all right, I need to go exercise before I start my day. I need to podcast. I need to get to the store today. I need to pick up a prescription. I need to get some nutritious food in this house, that isn't frozen fruits and vegetables. I need to be in a meeting at 2:00. I want to be in meditation at 11:00. I want to go to Zumba tonight at 6:00. There's all these things. And I think all the things I just listed were all self-care items, essentially. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm going to figure out how to do all or most of them. If I have to push the groceries back till tomorrow, I guess I could do that. But I am going to go now kind of kick myself into full gear to try to get all of the things I want to do in, because that's what I want. And I still am working my day job. So that's the tricky part. All that stuff would be fine if I didn't have my day job, but I still have it for another week and a half. Well, maybe closer to a week now. So yeah, those are all just things that I've built in. I need to do my exercise twice a day for 75 hard anyway. So Zumba makes sense, and trying to get out for my walk this morning. And I hear that it's raining out. So I haven't decided if I'm going to go across the hall and jump on the treadmill, but I really would prefer to go outside, because being outside is good for us too. So the word overcommitment was the first thing that jumped out at me. I could miss the meeting at 2:00, but even that is part of, it's good for me to be there. And that was actually when I planned on being at the store, was this afternoon, but I'll figure it out. So do you find yourselves struggling to balance all this, job, family, and self-care? How often are you blowing off self-care to take care of other people's problems or things? Or, I think that, no offense to anybody's family, but if you're having to, feed the kids, do the dishes, even going to your job or work, that's putting other people's needs before yours. And you have to know, and you have to be, and you have to live like you're the most important person in the world. Otherwise, you can't help all those people the way that they need to be, because you haven't given yourself the strength. You haven't recharged your batteries. You can't just give. you run out of oomph eventually. That's where burnout happens. That's where I think, mental breakdowns like overwhelm, burnout, all those things, because we're giving. And you have to recharge, you have to replenish your mind, your body, your soul, whatever keeps you ticking. You have to take care of yourself. It's just a no give. I accredit self-care to, now granted, stopping gambling is a big part of why I'm in a better position today, mentally and physically and all that stuff. But I could have stopped gambling and not really embrace the self-care perspective or the things I believe in on how we get healthy and how we get rid of the urges and the triggers and all that stuff. If I was just in the school of abstinence, then I really got to find that episode where I came up with that really good comparison, because it's making me mad. I can't remember. Anyway, it's I totally lost my train of thought. See, if I was just doing abstinence and not practicing self-care, I believe that the chances of me relapsing go up exponentially, because I don't know how to take care of myself. And when your batteries get drained, isn't that one of the times that you go bat? When you just had enough, or when you want to escape from serving your job or serving your family? I know for me it was like, okay, I need a timeout, or I deserve this. I earn this because I took care of XYZ. So the irony is we're doing more harm to ourselves than we're not by gambling after taking care of people. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve to kill ourselves. Like, that's not the way this should work. We deserve to feel rested and vibrant and happy and positive and fulfilled and peaceful. Like, that's what we deserve to feel. And that's where the self-care activities come in, because it helps us get to feeling those kinds of ways. So that's my rant for today. I love this one. Instead of neglecting our personal needs, nothing feels better than being well rested and physically and emotionally fit. And that's so true. And when I talk about living a life beyond my wildest dreams, like, I'm not talking about anything but pretty much that sentence: being physically and emotionally fit and well rested. Like, that's the whole foundation. None of the rest of the stuff matters. The fact that I'm starting 2 businesses, the fact that I'm hanging out with people all around the world through the courses and the things that I'm doing since Corona, the fact that I have tons of friends and family that love me and adore me. I mean, I have people that are like, I'm going, on my road trip soon. You can stay here. You can stay here. You could stay here. Like, I have multiple places to go stay. People want to be around me. Like, those are beautiful things that make my life so special. But I wouldn't have those things if I wasn't taking care of myself. So very grateful for everyone in my life and having the ability to have those connections. Just grateful. Very lucky. Okay, beautiful people, because I have a big list of things to do, that's going to be my only spiel this morning, is today's reading. But I hope you do something. Start with today. Start with right now. Do something self-care related, please. You deserve it. I don't know. Have I told you that lately? You deserve it, and you're totally worth it. I believe that, and I hope you believe it too. And I hope you act accordingly. Have a fantabulous day, beautiful people.